suppose we'll just start again. Live and learn. So, I got a new knife forged out. I still need to normalize it, so I'm about to do that. This is a process where the knife is heated up at critical temperature 3 times to refine the grain structure of the knife. It's very important. I did a good job normalizing on the last knife, but it had cracks in it. So I'm going to get this popped into the forge. I'm going to turn the lights out so I can watch it nice and close. And I will film the normalizing because it's a really cool process. All right, so the knife is normalized. I'm going to head into the grinding room. I'm going to fix this tip profile. I'm going to bring this in just a hair, make this all nice and straight, and then going to grind out a bunch of the tang. You can see the tang is thicker right here, so gotta remove some material there. When I get back, this will look completely different, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so I learned a lot from that last knife. A few things. So I did preform this before I started forging, and what that means is I curved the knife while it was still at full thickness before I started putting in my bevels. And what that allowed me to do is, as those bevels were forged in, the knife straightened on its own. That, I think, was a huge problem on the last one. And this knife is dramatically thicker. This knife is about as thick at the edge right now as the last one was at the spine. So really, really pleased with how that's turning out. I have done quite a bit of grinding on this guy. The tang is starting to take shape. I profiled the tip how I want it to look, and I'm really pleased with how that's come out. I've been really rough on this knife. I've beat it around a bunch. I've tried to stress test it as much as I can to see if there are any cracks, and so far nothing is showing. So once again, another relief. Next step is I'm going to throw some Sharpie on this edge, and I'm going to scribe a center line, and that's going to give me something to aim towards while I'm grinding. This is going to make sure that my edge is nice and straight. So I'll show you that process. All right, so the Sharpie Pro really has, I believe, a lot more ink in it, and it just covers the edge so nicely in comparison to a regular Sharpie. I would say that this is as close to Diecomb as you can get. It just works so well. So, got that scribed on there. So this next part's gonna be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna have to hold the back edge of the knife, which is what is flat, and then I'm going to raise up my height scribe to about the middle and give her a scribe and kind of see what we're working with here. So got a line on there, you can see that. I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna do the same thing now. Lots of wobble here. That's just because it's freehand ground so far. But the edge is looking good. So let's look at this. I have 2 lines, and down here I will just grind to these lines. You can see it is a little bit off center, so I'm going to be needing to remove more material from this side than this side. And up at the tip, it begins to widen out, and the reason for that is because it's not perfectly square down here. Now, this is just freehand ground, but because I still have a line on either side, what I'll be able to do is grind to these lines, and as I continue to grind, I will just grind past them and center it up nicely. So I'm ready to head back into the grinding room and remove some meat from this thing. And just like that, look at it. This Bowie has come right along. I've got some small hammer marks right there. Those will come out after heat treat, but we needed to leave our edge thick enough for heat treat so it doesn't warp. I will take care of squaring up my ricasso, and I will take care of my plunges in the upper grits. Although the plunges, man, for freehand, I am pretty proud of that. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, yeah, this is a beast of a knife with absolutely no cracks in it that I can see. So, I am thrilled and, yeah, just tickled with how this is turning out. Much better than the last one. So, I'm glad we restarted. My ricasso will be isolated to about right there, and I'll do all that with the file guides as well. So it's gonna be a beast of a Bowie. Can't wait. When you apply this clay to a knife, you need it to be a little bit hot. That way it sets up and actually bonds to the knife. And they say you're meant to let it cure for about an hour before it goes into the heat treat, just so it's nice and solid. So just heating this blade now, and then I'm going to start to apply the clay for the hamon. All right, and here we are. We have got a hardened blade. It is going into the tempering oven next, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. It has been fun catching up to where I was on the last knife. This hamon is gonna look awesome. Really excited about it. I think this whole knife is just gonna be a 10 out of 10. If you like what you saw today, I'd really appreciate it if you drop the Judith Knife Company a like, comment, subscription, whatever you can do. If you want to see more content like this, let us know what you would like to see in the future, and thanks for watching.